Hello, my name is Jack Wallen. You're here for, I don't know why, but you're here, and that means a lot to me. And I have something to say. So, I have been an artist for most of my adult life. Starting in high school, I wrote my first piece of literature and I acted in my first play. Actually, truth be told, I acted in my first play in elementary school, but I don't count that. But that's beside the point. So, here's the thing. Way back when, back in the old days when we were riding dinosaurs and writing on stone tablets, art had a tendency to promote itself. People were rabid about spreading the word. About plays, about music, about TV, about movies, about books. But now, it's not exactly the same. On any given day, I will jump onto social media, as I am wont to do, and I will see countless people promoting artists' music, television, movies. But what I don't see a lot of is the promotion of theater or books. I get it. We writers and stage actors are kind of on the lower rung of the ladder of entertainment. I get that. But here's the thing. We're people too. And we need your help. I was out for a run earlier today where I come up with most of my best thoughts. And I had an idea. And I started to think about this as creating an environment of support for artists. How do we do that? It's actually really simple. This idea sort of came to me because here in Louisville, Kentucky, where I live, there's been a trend over the past few years where people will go to plays and they'll take a photo of them holding their playbill in their seats in the theater. And they'll announce that, hey, I'm going to go see this show, support your local theaters. That's great. It's absolutely wonderful. And I started to think about this. Why is it that the default for society isn't to just automatically want to share the things they love with people? Now, I know that you've got a book that you're reading or have read that you absolutely loved that may have changed your life. And yet you didn't say anything about it. You didn't share it with your friends. You didn't say, hey, this book, great, read it, trust me. Or you've gone to a play. Love this play. Go see it, trust me. Fewer people do that. Now, back in, 10 years ago, it wasn't quite as necessary for us writers to have people promoting our books. But at this point in the game of things, the scheme of things, scheme of the game whatever, the game of life, at this point, publishers really don't have the budgets anymore that they used to. So even publishers are depending upon their writers to promote their own work. Now here's the problem. At least from my perspective, here's the problem. I'm not a marketer. I am not a marketer. I don't know anything about marketing. I'm really profoundly bad at it, and I've tried everything. So when a publisher leans on me to promote my books, I'll do my best, knowing that my efforts are probably going to fail. Now, I see other writers out there who are actually good at it, and some of those writers have a marketing background or a business background. I don't. I have a BS in theater communications and an MFA in acting. Me and business, we don't speak the same language. I speak a fluent art. It's what I do. It's who I am. I am an artist to my core, and the idea of commodifying my work makes me want to hurl a rainbow. Okay, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but you understand. Artists aren't that good at promoting their work. Now, I will get on social media and I'll talk about things that are going on in my life, things that make me happy, try to spread kindness. But when I try to promote my books, I'm stumped. So here's the thing. Let's go back in time. About maybe 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Where reading was really popular and theater was really popular. And people appreciated those works of art for what they were. A wonderful world of entertainment where you could escape and enter strange new worlds, visit different people, know new people, get to really, really know someone that you would not otherwise ever be able to know. Books and theater are magical. They really are. And more people need to know about them. So, here's the idea. If you're reading a book, tell people about it. Get on social media and say, hey, I'm reading this book. I love it. You should try it. Or if you go to a play, hey, I'm going to this play. It's wonderful. You should go see it. Spread the word. Word of mouth. It's been proven over and over and over and over and over again that word of mouth is the best form of marketing. You see, your friends trust you. They trust you more than they trust strangers. That's a given. So if you get on Facebook or Twitter or whatever social media platform you use and you say, read this book, people that are your friends will trust that. And they'll go, I'll read this book. They'll start reading it and they'll get the idea. They'll spread it as well. And their friends will start reading that book. And their friends will spread the word about that book. You see, it's a domino. And once you top over that one domino, the rest of them go down. And I'm not, trust me, I'm not begging you to market my books for me. I'm saying spread the word of whatever book you're reading, whatever play you're going to, in the same vein that you would spread the word about a beautiful song that you're listening to, or a movie that you've loved, or a television series you've been binging. You're very much willing to spread the word about those things. It's now time for you to take up the mantle of helping writers and stage actors to spread the word about what they do. I only have, this is personal here, I only have so much artistic capital to spend. And I want to spend that on writing books and performing on stage. Because those are the two things that I do best. If I have to use some of that artistic capital marketing everything, then I'm going to have less to spend on the actual making of the things that I need to market. And as an artist, it's exhausting to try and market my own work. Exhausting. I have to spend more artistic capital marketing than I do writing a book. And believe me, I would much rather spend that capital writing. I love writing books. I love it. I love disappearing into those worlds and creating something new that's never been done before. The same thing for being on stage. And no matter how hard this gets, I will never quit. Whether it's the page or the stage, I will always create. And like every writer and stage actor out there, I need your help. Because without word of mouth, everything that I create, especially every book that I create, winds up getting lost in the 10,000 books that are published every day on Amazon. So, what do you say, everybody? Are you willing to join me in creating an environment that supports writers? I think that I speak for every writer out there when I say every time you share that you're reading one of my books or one of any writer's books, you give us a gift that is immeasurable and priceless. So think about it. Think about that book you're reading right now. And think about what you can do on social media, how you can get on social media, and what you can say. It doesn't have to be an eloquent review. You don't have to go on and on about the profound changes that have come about because of what you've read in this book. It could simply be reading this book, loving it. You should read it too. That's all you need to say. And your friends will pick up on it. Word of mouth. Everybody say it with me. Word of mouth. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me, and thank you for any support that you can give to any of us artists out there. We cannot do this without you. You are a blessing, and we appreciate you more than you can imagine. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a most fabulous day.